The Legacy of Kain series is renowned for its rich narrative, complex characters, and moral ambiguity. Among these intricate layers is the fate of the protagonist, Kain, who walks a fine line between hero and villain. Players often ponder why Kain, despite the overwhelming odds and temptations of power available to him as a vampire, does not devolve into a mindless monstrosity like many of his kind. The answer lies in a combination of Kain's unique character traits, the choices he makes, and the overarching themes of the series. In the world crafted by Silicon Knights and Crystal Dynamics, vampirism is depicted not merely as a curse, but as a transformative force that enhances the physical and mental capacities of those it claims. However, it also poses a significant risk of losing one's humanity. Many vampires in the series, particularly those encountered by Kain, fall prey to their primal instincts, becoming monstrous in both form and behavior. What separates Kain from these creatures is his conscious effort to retain his humanity, shaped by his personal experiences and overt sense of purpose. Kain's story begins with a choice, one that sets him on a path of empowerment rather than degradation. Early on, he is presented with the opportunity to become a vampire after being unjustly murdered. Rather than merely succumbing to the darker aspects of vampirism, Kain chooses to embrace his new identity while grappling with the moral implications of his actions. This conscious decision-making highlights a crucial theme in the series, the significance of free will. Kain's choices reveal a deep reservoir of self-awareness and a commitment to his own moral compass, even when that path is fraught with challenge. Kain's transition into vampirism coincides with his ascension as a leader and protector of Nosgoth. Unlike others who may revel in their newfound powers, Kain is haunted by the responsibility of leadership. He spends much of the series navigating the intricacies of power, duty, and sacrifice. Through his actions, Kain strives to break the cyclical nature of suffering and death that plagues Nosgoth, which in turn shapes his character. His commitment to a greater good and desire to reshape the world keep him grounded, reinforcing his sense of identity and purpose, preventing him from spiraling into the monstrosity that consumes so many others. Kain's relationships also serve as a major factor in maintaining his humanity. Allies like Raziel and various other characters serve not just to propel the plot forward, but also act as mirrors to Kain's character and choices. Through his interactions, Kain often reflects on the cost of power and the consequences of his decisions. These bonds reinforce his own humanity. They symbolize hope, loss, and the struggle against fatalism. The tragic fates of his allies, especially Raziel, compel Kain to confront his own potential descent into darkness, prompting him to seek a path of redemption rather than destruction. Kain embodies a profound philosophical exploration of power. Rather than surrendering entirely to his instincts, Kain presses forward with an understanding of power as both a weapon and a responsibility. This dual perspective allows him to wield incredible strength without losing sight of who he is. He approaches his vampirism not merely as a curse to bear, but as a potent force that can be harnessed for change. In a universe where many characters succumb to their darker impulses, Kain emerges as a distinctive figure, orchestrating his destiny amidst chaos. His refusal to become a mindless monstrosity is attributed to his conscious choices, dedication to purpose, nurturing of relationships, and philosophical understanding of power. Kain's journey is emblematic of the broader themes present in the Legacy of Kain series, examining the delicate balance between power, responsibility, and the human condition. Ultimately, his past serves as a reminder that while the allure of monstrosity may be strong, it is one's choices that define who they become.
I felt myself weakening, unable to hold on any longer. The Reaver was too strong. The compulsion to simply let go, too great. And then, a growing sense of vertigo and the familiar displacement. The paradoxical moment when my twin soul hovered both outside and inside the Reaver blade. This was the instant, the glimmer of temporal distortion Kain had been counting on all along. This was the edge of the coin, the minute flicker of probability upon which Kain had gambled everything.
Now you are free to reclaim your true destiny, Raziel.
Behind Kain's eyes, I could see new memories blooming and dying as history labored to reshuffle itself around this monumental obstruction. And I could see by the dawning horror on his face that perhaps we had strained history too far this time. That by trying to alter my fate, he may have introduced a fatal paradox.
My God. The Hilden. We walked right into their trap. Raziel, Janos must stay dead.